Fuck it, let's do it then.
Fénix, esta noche el campeón será Pentagon Junior, el cero miedo.
Your master may be teaching you about the dark arts, but you know nothing about the darkness. I don't even know why you're here. You never received an invitation to compete in AZTEC warfare. You lost your privilege the moment you put your hands on me.
Tú no me das miedo, ni tampoco 1000 muertes. Y no me vas a venir a decir a mí lo que tengo que hacer. Yo solo escucho a una persona, y esa persona es mi maestro.
Maestro.
Yo soy Pentagon Junior, el cero miedo.
The only reason you have zero fear is because you don't know true fear. As for you, Phoenix,
It's my future wife
last
right
week
there.
you barely survived. Tonight you will take your last breath. And Mill will take his title back.
Alright guys, what's going on? MJ Smith 23 here, aka the MJ of wrestling. We just watched the opening to Lucha Underground Season 2, Episode number 9, AZTEC Warfare Dos. It opened up with Pentagon Jr. and the Lucha Underground champion Phoenix. Basically, Pentagon Jr. saying that he's going to win AZTEC Warfare 2 and take the Lucha Underground title from Phoenix. Then you got Katrina coming out of nowhere because, as we learned last episode, she's not I don't think she's a living being. She alluded to not being alive. So she comes out of nowhere, tells Pentagon he didn't even receive an invitation to AZTEC Warfare, and that privilege was taken away as soon as he put his hands on Katrina. And then you got him saying that he's not afraid of Mill. She says you have zero fear because you don't know what real fear is. Awesome segment. Backstage segments in Lucha Underground are the absolute best. And AZTEC Warfare, it's hard to top AZTEC Warfare from last year, but they accomplished that. It was absolutely amazing. Tons of debuts, tons of returns. One in particular was a big part of AZTEC Warfare 2. And you got, I'm not going to rush into it, but it opens up with that segment. Then they go into Matt Striker and Vampiro welcoming all the believers back to Lucha Underground for AZTEC Warfare numero dos. I said deuce. Before we get started, I've had a long day taking care of my son, doing laundry, dishes, cleaning the house. I'm wearing a fucking polo shirt for some reason because I washed all my clothes. I'm going straight commando with no underwear and some basketball shorts on because I'm washing everything. TMI, I know you don't care. You don't want to hear that, but I throw that out there. So I've been slacking. I didn't do a review yesterday because I really didn't want to. I wanted to sit and watch some TV and catch up on some shit. So I apologize, but we're doing 2 shows tonight. The first one is the Lucha Underground review, usually co-starring Devious Dave Rose, and sometimes co-hosted by the official LTP. You got to give him some slack. He's black. Black people are late or they don't show up. It's just a stereotype that turns out to be true 9 out of 10 times. So you got me, and I hope that's enough. So Aztec Warfare Numero Dos opens up with that segment. Then you go into the temple. Phoenix makes his entrance. I really just want to play the whole episode, but I know I can't. I wish I could. I wish Lucha Underground would give me permission to show the entire show, then do a review, because that would be awesome. I want to be able to promote it the way it should be and attract as many eyeballs as I can, because it is the best professional wrestling in the world today. Better than WWE, better than NXT, better than New Japan, definitely better than TNA, and definitely better than ROH or some of the other smaller promotions. But I can't do it. He does not have his router back, I don't think, unless you know something I don't. Let's do this. Shout out to my first 2 mods on this channel. Shout out to Patel Studios, who's now a mod. Shout out to Amanda Carmen, who's now a mod. You guys are amazing. You show up all the time. You show love. You participate in the chat. I appreciate it a lot. And you guys are the newest mods, the first mods. So, big things going on here on this channel. Before we get started, I'm doing it again, but WrestleMania 32 is coming up, and I think I am going to watch all the coverage on this screen, which is my Xbox One screen, and I'm going to live stream on this screen, which is my computer screen. So Hall of Fame, actually TakeOver Dallas, Hall of Fame, WrestleMania. I'm probably not going to be very interactive during that because I'm just going to watch the show and you're going to watch me watch the show. But I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for everything. So if you think that's a good idea, thumbs up in the chat, comments down below, hit me up on Twitter. Hopefully we can get a co-host in this chat, not just me rambling on about nothing like I'm doing right now. So you got Phoenix makes his entrance into the temple as the Lucha Underground champion. He defeated Mil Muertes last week for that championship. And then Katrina threw him in Aztec Warfare and said that it's going to be for the championship. You're going to enter number 1 like he did previously, Aztec Warfare number 1. And Mil Muertes is going to be number 30, the last man. So we got his entrance into the ring. Melissa Santos, one of the best ring announcers ever, did a great job, as usual, introducing Phoenix. And the surprise, it's not really a surprise because we saw it coming, but if you were surprised, it was supposed to be a surprise. We have the debut of the one and only Rey Mysterio Jr. in Lucha Underground. He looks amazing. The crowd went fucking nuts. Rey Mysterio looks better than he ever has. Everybody that leaves WWE comes to Lucha Underground. They just look revitalized, like they're fucking just starting out in the industry again. He wore a special mask, which was pretty cool. He had the whole Lucha Underground outfit with a crown on it. So we got the one and only Rey Mysterio versus Phoenix to open up Aztec Warfare Numero Dos. And I wish I would have worn my hat backwards because I can't put my head on my chair, but that's cool. So you got the guy who's being built as the next, I think he's being built as the next, or this generation's Rey Mysterio Jr. He's the ultimate underdog. He's a fan favorite. He's not the biggest guy, but he does some amazing stuff in the ring. So you got the new generation Rey Mysterio versus old school, one-of-a-kind Rey Mysterio to open up the show, which was the only way you could. And I had a feeling they were going to do it as I was watching it. I was like, Rey Mysterio is going to make his debut. So you got them two opening it up, going one-on-one for, I guess it was like either a minute or 2 minutes or something. Terrible memory, can't remember. But they were going at it. It was absolutely awesome. Back and forth, doing spots, back and forth, trading shots. I think Rey went for the 619 and then Phoenix countered it. And then after that, entrant number 3 was King Cuerno. It was kind of weird. It was a little early for someone like him to join Aztec Warfare, but he made his entrance. So those three go at it for a while. I love all three guys. It was absolutely amazing. Before we go too far in depth on the actual Aztec Warfare match, I want to see if I can pull up some information on it so I can give you full details and see. I doubt I'll be able to find anything worth mentioning, but we'll try. LuchaUnderground.com, Lucha Underground 323. That's what we need. We're in luck. Courtesy of WrestleZone.com. Lucha Underground results 323. Major return. Rey Mysterio makes his debut. And who survived Aztec Warfare? And nobody saw it coming. I didn't see it coming. I thought if anybody was going to defeat Phoenix in this match, it was going to be Rey Mysterio Jr. But that's not the case. So just to give you insight, if you don't know, if you're not aware, Aztec Warfare rules. The only way to be eliminated is pinfall or submission. Once the 19 luchadors are eliminated, we'll find out who the new Lucha Underground champion is. Anything goes. No disqualification. I compared it to like a Royal Rumble / like Elimination Chamber. It's very unique. It's just like Royal Rumble, except it's not a battle royal. There's no rules. It's only pinfall or submission. Instead of 30, it's 20 men, 20 luchadors and luchadoras. Phoenix started off the match, and Mil Muertes was the last entry. And I thought he was going to give me more than that, but nope. Blah, blah, blah. So what was the point of that? Anyways, I kind of just want to watch it all over again through the stream. But I don't know, man. I might do it anyways. But I'm not going to. So, once again, if you Google Lucha Underground, my video pops up on Google, the first page, which is pretty tight. Shout out to Famous B. I forgot to mention it. Famous B re-debuted in Lucha Underground. He sat in the front row with the rest of the believers in the temple. He was dressed in a white suit, very nice, with gold accents. He had a gold pocket square, gold tie. He had the cornrows slicked back, nice and tight. Handing out gold business cards. And if I can find it, I'll put it on the screen. I want to bother the shit out of Famous B till I get one of these freaking business cards. Because Lord knows I want it. Famous B. Famous B's my nigga. Shout out to Famous B23 on Twitter and Instagram. At Famous B23, at Famous B_23 on Instagram. Let me see if I can find this, and I will put it on the screen because I am the shit. Dun, 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 dun. I should have just went to mine. I should have went to my Twitter. But anyways, shout out to the people watching the show. If you enjoy the show, leave a thumbs up. If you haven't done it already, subscribe to the MJS movement, the YouTube social media revolution that's changing the sport of professional wrestling a little bit at a time. And yeah, man, I don't know where I'm going to find these business cards. Let's see where he's got it at. Let's go to my Twitter. My Twitter. Make sure you share with every motherfucker that you know on Twitter, Instagram, Google+, Facebook. Get the word out there. Let's get some more MJ believers. Let's grow the MJ universe. Get more people in here. And I should not be so active on Twitter because it's hard to find shit when you're looking for it. I'm not going to give that away yet. We'll put this on the screen just because I'm going to self-promote myself. Dun, 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 dun. I forgot they make this shit super difficult. So there we go. Nope. I almost had it. Got to be quicker than that. Yada da mean. Shout out to XSplit, but you need to make this shit a little bit easier. So look at this. Bam. Now it's in the stream because I'm amazing. Put this up on Instagram for people that maybe don't believe me, or maybe they do believe me. They just want to see what I spent all my hard-earned money on for the channel. You got a X-Rocker gaming chair. You got 2 BenQ monitors. Blue Snowball mic with stand, Afterglow headset, about 10 fitted hats, which I had already. You got an Afterglow Xbox One controller. You got an Xbox One with Kinect. You got a Logitech webcam up top on both monitors. That table right there, custom made for what I'm doing right here. Put it together myself. You see the sticker right there next to my hats. My wife made that. It's just the skyline of Atlanta. It says Atlanta MJ Smith 23. You got my fucking super awesome, amazing green screen, professional green screen. And, you know, some other people on other channels might say, oh, I need a bunch of money for this channel for it to get better. And they've been on YouTube for years and years and years. But yet, I still have a professional green screen. And I've only been doing this about a month or so. I don't know what to tell you, man. You can't see it, but underneath is my Asus computer. You also got some speakers that I bought, Logitech speakers. What else do we got? Not only did I bought all this equipment. Not only did I do that, I actually upgraded the equipment as well. So got a brand new graphics card in the computer, brand new fan to help it not overheat. And yeah, man, just plug myself because a lot of money and hard work went into this. So let me find this fucking business card that's kicking my ass right now. One of the calls, Matt Striker always has really good calls during matches, and he had another one last night when Mascarito Sagrada, I think that's how you say it, made his entrance into Aztec Warfare Dos. He said, call him a paragraph because he's too short to be an essay. Hilarious. And he said, you want to play rough? Say hello to my little friend. If you don't know who Mascarita Sagrita is, I forget his name. But anyways, he's like a little person, a dwarf, a.k.a. a midget for people that might think that's the wrong way to put it. I wasn't going to say it, but he's a midget. Where is this fucking business card? Famous B. Famous B is killing me. I will put this on the screen just because she is my future wife. Shablam! Shout out to Katrina, who is one of the best on-air personalities. And she's dead sexy. Gorgeous. Look at her. Future wife. I'm going to have 2 wives. Oh, this we could do this. That's way easier. Where is this motherfucking business card? Somebody tell me. There it is. I delivered. Look at these amazing business cards for Famous B. He was handing them out during Aztec Warfare 2. He's looking at prospects for future clients, I guess. I don't know what exactly his character is. Maybe he is a manager. Maybe he's like a agent of some sort. So handing out business cards like he's Ari from the Entourage. Famous B, 423, get fame, call and be famous. I want one. I want one, Famous B. If you're watching, I almost called you LTP. Black people all look alike. I want one of these cards. So if you can make it happen, dude, that'd be awesome. I'd fucking probably, I wouldn't frame it. I'd probably, what's it called? I can't think of it, but I'd probably wrap it in something and just carry it everywhere. Drawing a blank. Not drunk enough yet. All right, so I can't really go in detail about Aztec Warfare 2 because you know my memory is terrible, but I will give you the highlights, and I can't find anywhere on the internet that gives me a full review on this shit. Aztec Warfare 2 recap. All right, so courtesy of Cage Side Seats, maybe they'll actually give a whole breakdown on this shit, so I don't have to rely off my terrible memory. Probably not. I'll just cut to the chase then. Okay, so if you haven't seen it, Aztec Warfare, one of the cool things is about it, They have like people, I don't know if they're actors or like actual descendants of Aztec warriors or tribes or whatever you want to say, but they have people dressed up in authentic Aztec like gear. That's not the right word, but like wardrobes. And they actually playing music and they have dancers, and it's pretty fucking awesome. So like they have a countdown. So when it gets to like 10 or 5, they start banging on the drum so you know it's coming. The believers are count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the next entry into Aztec warfare will make his entrance. So that's pretty unique. One of the most unique things about Aztec warfare. It adds, once again, tying in that Aztec history background, original Lucha Libre, the history behind it all is what makes Lucha Underground unique and different, and it adds a lot to everything. So here we go, courtesy of Cage Side Seats. Phoenix, of course, draws number 1. I'm going to go back a little bit. The second entrant is by random drawing, apparently. Alyssa Santos, the music hits. She goes, entry number 2 from San Diego, California. You already know who it is. San Diego, California, Mr. 619. It's Rey Mysterio Jr., the king of Lucha Libre. The Temple crowd absolutely loses their fucking mind. I was losing my mind. My wife is a huge Rey Mysterio fan. She's losing her mind in the kitchen. The only thing we didn't like is his music. His music was kind of lackluster at best. But his entrance and the crowd reaction was amazing. Wonderful moment there for sure. Definitely the best entrance in Lucha Underground history. I don't know about that. I think the best entrance in Lucha Underground history was El Patron. He had a pretty big crowd reaction. So they do a respect hug. Not my words. They pay each other respect. They give a hug, handshake. It starts off, and then we have 90 seconds before, or a 90-second performance between Phoenix and Mysterio before King Cuerno enters number 3. In short order, he hits an arrow from the depths of hell on Phoenix. Then Rey hits an awesome sliding splash to the outside as Argenis makes his return. So there's another return. We have 2. We got 1 debut, Rey Mysterio. We got 1 return already, Argenis. Plus you got the return of Famous B in the crowd. So Argenis returns at number 4. Well, by Argenis, about 80 seconds after making his entrance, Argenis is pinned after the frog splash, which was paying respects to Eddie Guerrero by Rey Mysterio. Hits the frog splash, 1, 2, 3. Argenis is gone, eliminated. First elimination of Aztec Warfare 2. The believers start chanting, Eddie, Eddie. That was pretty awesome. Phoenix hits a step up tornillo, or tornillo if you're speaking English. Tornillo. I'll have a tortilla onto Cuerno as Johnny Mundo enters number 5. Mundo and Phoenix mix it up in the ring as Joey Ryan makes his entrance at number 6. If you don't know who Joey Ryan is, he is the wrestler / luchador sponsored by Pornhub. He's the like 70s porno star gimmick guy who flips people with his penis and nutsack. So I love this guy. He's fucking hilarious. Everything about him. One cool thing they did this year, they had an exclusive on Lucha Underground's YouTube, Twitter, social media website. They actually put up a qualifying match between the Crew, Joey Ryan, and Killshot for the last invitation to Aztec Warfare numero dos. So Killshot hits his finish. Joey Ryan steals the win by covering one of the members of the Crew. That's why Joey Ryan is in Aztec Warfare. So making a big show of brandishing his Aztec Warfare invitation. He carried out his invitation. He, of course, won said invitation by winning the 4-way match, as I just alluded to. He gets to the ringside, and then he handcuffs himself to the barricade. So, some logic there, some gameplay, some mind games being played. Not really mind games, but that was his strategy, was to handcuff himself to the barricade, because you can only be pinned or submitted in the ring. So Joey Ryan handcuffs himself to the barricade. He yells, "Pin me now." That's brilliant. He hangs around outside, and then the one, the only, Famous B, my nigga, 423 Get Fame, appears in the temple for the first time this season. We saw him before this, but anyways. He hands Joey Ryan his card, which I showed you earlier in the stream. Famous B, "We coming for you, nigga. I want that card." You can believe that. Fuck Roman Reigns. And then Prince Puma makes his entrance at number 7, immediately making his impression with a big dive. People keep popping Joey in the face as they walk by. So even though he's handcuffed to the barricade, people are still getting shots in on Joey Ryan. Number 8 is Jack Evans, the Dragon Slayer. These entries are coming real fast. I think, what'd I say? 90 seconds, so a minute and a half between entrants. So it's fast paced, it's not boring. As soon as someone makes their entrance and they start to get it on for a second, another person comes out. That's another great point to make about Aztec Warfare. One of the greatest wrestling match stipulations ever. And I'm not just saying that because I love Lucha Underground. I'm saying that because it's true. It's one of the best stipulations, best gimmick matches of all time. It's probably even better than Royal Rumble, because that shit's boring as fuck most of the time. So if you're watching this and you haven't seen Lucha Underground but you like Royal Rumble, you should probably at least check out this episode, and then you can give me your honest opinion on Lucha Underground. All right, so Jack Evans, number 8. As I said, they're coming real fast, coming all over the place. As Jack Evans comes down the stairs, Cuerno taps out to Phoenix's armbar. Phoenix actually did an armbar, so Phoenix eliminates Cuerno with an armbar. Get out of here, King Cuerno, even though I think he should have been later in the match, but whatever. I'm not booking it. Everyone gangs up on Evans. He and Mundo form an uneasy alliance. I think Max Striker said the Gringos are sticking together, teaming up. Yes, the two Gringos form an alliance and wait for the next entrant, which is Taya, who, if you have not seen Taya, good lord, she's my next future wife. Taya is amazing, in and out of the ring. She makes her entrance, which her entrance is better than anybody's, in my opinion. So Taya comes down, she joins Evans and Mundo, so now 2 Gringos and a Gringa form an alliance. The Rudos take control as Puma tweaks his knee on the outside. Number 10 is, you guessed it, why the Gringos and Gringa are causing mayhem in Aztec Warfare. Number 10 comes out, and they call him Cage. He's not a man, he's a machine. And as you know, if you've seen before, Johnny Mundo and Taya both have beef with Cage, and Cage wants to rip their fucking heads off. So, of course, he cleans house of the Mundo faction immediately. Famous B continues to hand out cards at ringside, my nigga, while Mundo and Cage brawl on the outside. Mundo sends his rival through the office glass. So Johnny Mundo, like he did to Alberto El Patron, throws him through the office glass window. But unlike Alberto El Patron, Cage, he's not a man, he's a machine. He recovers, he comes out of the window. He's barely even bleeding. So the reason he threw it, I guess this guy's trying to say the reason he threw him through the window is to prove that the machine bleeds, but so did the fucking Terminator. And look what he did. I said it earlier, I'm going to try not to fuck this guy's name up. Number 11 is Mascarita Sagrada, making his grand return. So you got another return. Famous B, you had, fucking, what's his name? Argenis. I don't know why I can never remember him. And then you got Mascarita Sagrada makes his grand return. They call him Cage Dex. Wow, they keep doing that. They call him Cage Dex Mundo for his insolence, allowing Puma to get the pin. Eliminates Mundo for the second year in a row in Aztec Warfare. So Puma eliminates Mundo for the second time. I think that's going to build to a match at Ultima Lucha or in the future. Puma versus Mundo. Number 12 is Marty the Moth Martinez, who is looking as damp and creepy as ever. I think Matt Stryker actually called him the creepy bastard, which is what the Believers have nicknamed the Moth. They call him the creepy bastard. So that's pretty cool. Another thing about Lucha Underground, they can fucking cuss all they fucking want to, just like I can. So fuck WWE, fuck PG, fuck PC, politically correct people, cussing all day long. His new character as Creepy Bastard is totally wonderful, and his gimmick and in-ring healing are next level right now. The only thing about this is we didn't see Mariposa, who is Marty the Moth's sister. She wasn't in Aztec Warfare. Yes, Aztec Warfare is greater than Royal Rumble. I think the stipulations on Aztec Warfare better than Royal Rumble are hearing how it works. Yes, it is. It's amazing. It's not just like Royal Rumble, but it's similar, but it's better. So you got the Little Man and Marty the Moth. Number 13 is the one and only Drago. So if you haven't seen Drago, he's fucking phenomenal. The fuck? No, nigga, I don't want to work tomorrow. I'm not working tomorrow. And my wife's home. So the one and only Drago. Drago's amazing, who of course makes a beeline for Jack Evans, who is in a sort of a rivalry and feud with Jack Evans. Misses a flying space tiger drop but lands on his feet, then dodges the mist from Drago. Drago hits Joey Ryan with the mist, the green mist, in the face. Ryan getting beat up even more for not being in the match is such a wonderful booking. So even though he's on the outside, he's still getting his ass kicked. Sagrada hits a head scissors on Martinez. Then Ray drops a top rope splash, and a double pin from Sagrada and Mysterio eliminates Marty the Moth Martinez. Number 14 is the Mac, who stunners Martinez on the outside for good measure. So he hits the Stone Cold Stunner on Martinez as he's leaving because he hates him. Mac and they call him Cage go toe-to-toe as Sagrada and Puma beat up Joey some more on the outside. So the Mac and Cage actually had a match at Ultima Lucha last season, and it was one of the best matches, if not the best match at Ultima Lucha. So they renewed the rivalry in Aztec Warfare. Number 15 is the one and only Chavo Guerrero Jr. Meanwhile, Drago is powerbombing Evans onto the bleachers, and Ty is getting tossed around. There's so much happening. Guerrero forces Sagrada to submit to the camel clutch. So typical Chavo Guerrero, he picks on the smallest guy in the match and gets Sagrada to tap out to the camel clutch, which is one of the great heel moves in this match. Chavo Guerrero is one of the best heels ever, in my opinion. But it is very easy to hate Chavo Guerrero. He just makes it super easy. Cage goes for the kill on Taya, but gets smashed in the head by a cinder block. So this is one of the best spots. But besides him going through the window, Mundo comes up with a cinder block, hits Cage in the head, allowing Taya to get the pin and eliminate the Machine from the 559, where it says that. I don't know. Adios. Then number 16, the Darewolf, PJ Black. If you're not aware, PJ Black is, what retarded name was he in WWE? Justin Gabriel. Once again, I'm going to reiterate, anybody that goes from WWE to Lucha Underground completely revitalizes their career, looks amazing. So the Darewolf, PJ Black, who goes right after Drago, because he's in sort of an alliance with Jack Evans against Drago. I saw this coming. I knew this was going to happen as soon as I saw PJ Black and Jack Evans going after Drago in the bleachers. Number 17 is Aerostar, who is also in an alliance with Drago. So Aerostar returns to the temple for the first time this season. The tag teams get dual eliminations as PJ Black pins Drago with a brainbuster. At the same time, Aerostar pins Evans with a Canadian Destroyer. If you haven't seen a Canadian Destroyer, it's a top rope move. It's like a sunset flip powerbomb / pile driver. So one of the best spots of the match. Jack Evans looks like he was dead. Matt Striker is saying he's dead. He's not moving. Jack Evans is one of the best sellers in professional wrestling. He always looks like he gets paralyzed every time a move is performed on him. They call it the Stellar Destroyer or the Celestial Destroyer just because Aerostar is from outer space. Making his big debut, number 18 is Dragon Azteca Jr. We've seen this guy being built up and hyped up for the past 2 seasons with people like Chavo, with people like Rey Mysterio. Dragon Azteca Jr., there's no information online of who this guy actually is. I actually think that it's last season there was a different guy wearing the mask and playing the character than this season because they look a little different. It might be the same guy, but there's no information on who he actually is. He makes his debut. He does a pretty good job of cleaning house, but number 19 is Texano or Tecano. Does an even better job clearing the ring by swinging his magical bull rope. Why it's called a magical bull rope, I don't know. Texano or Tejano hits a massive sit-down powerbomb on PJ Black, who just can't buy a break in Lucha Underground. So PJ Black gets eliminated by Tejano. And then you got Mil Muertes and Katrina make their entrance at number 20. But guess who's there to spoil their plans? Cero Miedo, Pentagon Jr., comes out of the crowd, jumps Muertes from behind before he can enter the ring, beating him relentlessly with a chair and then throwing him in the ring. Mysterio hits a splash, and Mysterio and Puma double pin Muertes, who gets eliminated. Holy shit, nobody saw it coming. I was wondering how they were going to do this. Like, if you put Mil at number 20, how does he not win? So this was actually a good way to get him out of the match. Looks like they're building a feud between Mil Muertes and Pentagon Jr. I think Mil Muertes is out of the Lucha Underground Championship picture. So is Pentagon Jr. right now. I think they're going to feud at Ultima Lucha or in the weeks to come. Katrina, this is one of the best parts of the episode. Katrina is, of course, furious. She screams at Vampiro, telling him to get over here. I'm not going to do an impression because your ears can't take it. But she says, get over here. Vampiro, confused, jumps up out of his seat, throws his headset down, walks over to Katrina. She orders Vampiro to leave. Actually, she says, get the hell out of here. And then he just stands there and she says, get the fuck out of here. And then she slaps the shit out of him. As the clock continues to count down, Stryker says it's a technical malfunction. So Katrina slaps Vampiro at the buzzer. And who should appear at the top of the stairs but Dario Cueto, the biggest return of the night, in my opinion. Dario Cueto is back, one of my favorite on-screen personalities as an owner / general manager, whatever you want to call him. He's back, Mother Luchas. The crowd goes bonkers, and for good reason. He reintroduces himself and says, his temple. This is his temple. He says he's in charge now as he looks at Katrina. Katrina's shaking her head. He says, El Jefe, once again. I am El Jefe. And he says there is one more entrant, his brother, Matanza Cueto, the monster. The monster, Matanza Cueto. I'm going to see if I can get a picture. I'll just put the video back on because who cares? Actually, before I do that, let's go back to the chat because I'm missing some shit. I'm just here for support at the moment. I'm surprised DDR hasn't turned up. He snoozes, he loses. DDR said he's at work, so he wasn't going to be here. I don't know where LTB is, but like I said before, he's black. They're always late and or they don't show up. So that's a true stereotype in this case. Shout out to you guys that are still in the chat. If you're watching this, hit that thumbs up. Share it with every motherfucker that you know all over social media. If you haven't done it, sub to this channel. Join the MJS movement. And what's the last thing I'm supposed to say? I don't know. I don't care. Let me put this video back up. If I can find it. Lucha Underground.
World's greatest warriors face off in the temple.
Lucha Underground has absolutely is evil, Matt. Hands Cueto.
I know some all the eliminations. There's all.
And this is my temple. We can make him famous too.
Famous beat, my
Which
nigga.
means that I'm in charge now. I'm el jefe. I'm the boss. So now I announce there's one more entrant in tonight's Aztec Warfare. My brother. The monster, Matanza Cueto.
What? A 21st entrant, Dario Cueto's brother? What in God's name is making its way into the hallowed grounds of our temple? Fighters in the ring don't know what to make of it. And now we have this to deal with.
You know what that looks like, Matt? That looks like somebody coming to do some serious business.
So that is the monster, Matanza Cueto, the brother of Dario Cueto, who's the owner of Lucha Underground, who made his re-debut, or his debut for this second season. So he makes his debut, Matanza Cueto. I'm not going to spoil the ending for you, but I do want to go back to when Mill got eliminated. There's Joey Ryan handcuffed to the barricade.
Bent on becoming Lucha Underground champion. Coming through the crowd, that's Pentagon Jr., who is not a part of this match. And Pentagon is attacking Mil Muertes. And it was that woman right there, that conniving, underhanded, nefarious tart, known as Katrina, that kept Pentagon out of this match.
I'm not even getting involved.
And the believers have come to respect Pentagon.
There's Rey Mysterio Jr.
Mill's been eliminated.
I'm going to play this through so you see the conflict with Katrina and Vampiro.
She's pissed.
Katrina is pissed off. Her plans have unraveled.
Get the hell over here! Get over
Why is the clock still going? That's a technical difficulty here. Let's stay with this. Ooh.
Hold on!
Look, that's Dario Cueto. We haven't seen Dario Cueto this year at all here in the temple. This is.
All right, so that's the conflict. If you're not aware, first season Lucha Underground, Pentagon Jr. is talking about his master. Then he challenges Vampiro to a match at Ultima Lucha in a Zero Miedo match. And it turns out Pentagon Jr. gets the win over Vampiro. Vampiro reveals himself as Pentagon Jr.'s master. So that's why Katrina's pissed off at Vampiro. That led to everything you just saw. So just letting you know if you don't know. And yeah, man, Lucha Underground's amazing. I'm going to go back into what happened, and then maybe we'll watch the rest of it. Because I don't care, and I love to watch Lucha. So hopefully I don't get in trouble. Famous B, you got my back, right, man? So everyone in the ring is baffled at Matanza climbs into the ring. Everyone jumps him, but he shrugs them all off. He immediately slams. Oh, I got to show you. I'm going to show you one more thing. This man's finishing maneuver I've never seen before. It's very impressive.
The man that started to no effect. Well, you're here
We'll
to
watch
fight.
this part too.
Let's see what he can do. All the fighters now ganging up on this. Did I hear? Wow. The monster Matanza Cueto is what we are calling him. Oh, God.
So the biggest shock, the shocking moment of the night, Matanza hits his power slam. It's like a reverse power slam. And Phoenix right there on the mat is the Lucha Underground champion during Aztec Warfare 2. And he's defeated by Matanza. So he's no longer the Lucha Underground champion. So we're guaranteed a new champion in Aztec Warfare 2. That finisher is pretty impressive. So is this guy. Just like everybody else in Lucha Underground, as we said before, if you judge these people of how they look or the fact that you don't know who they are, or if you underestimate them, they exceed your expectations. This guy can move better than he looks. I think he did a shooting star press, a standing shooting star press in this match. So he's very impressive. He's not just a big guy that does big power moves. He's also agile, just like Cage is.
Phoenix has been eliminated. We are now guaranteed to have a new Lucha Underground champion, as Phoenix, the champion, has just been pinned. The Mac will try his hand. Stunner.
And there's the Mac's patented Stone Cold Steve Austin stunner. Has no effect on Matanza. So back into what goes on. Let's see. Shrugs him off and then immediately slams Phoenix, guaranteeing a new champion. He then no-sells a stunner from Mac. Then with a murderous German suplex with a bridge, eliminates the Mac. He then does the same thing to Aerostar. Tejano tries to magical bull rope choke Matanza to death, but he gets powerbombed and pinned for his troubles, so Tejano is also eliminated by Matanza. Everyone else stays away, but then Matanza locks eyes with Joey Ryan, who's handcuffed to the barricade all by his lonesome. Joey rightfully panics and tries to flee, but Matanza just breaks the barricade apart with his bare hands and rolls Joey Ryan into the ring. He hits a trio of frightfully impressive rolling deadlift gut-wrench suplexes to eliminate Joey. So I'm going to play that just because it's super impressive.
Tips out. It's on.
What's he doing, man? He's not all there, bro. Brother, what the hell would you do, Matt?
Yeah, Chavo Guerrero hiding like the classic heel move to hide.
Matanza, this monster has just spied Joey Ryan. Look at him, Joey. Whoa!
Oh, man.
That guy just bent steel.
Oh, my God.
That's one way to get Joey back in the ring. The monster holds on. Another one.
Incredible.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, as this monster lays waste to Joey Ryan. Another elimination.
Joey Ryan has been eliminated.
Guys,
I could have did this the whole review, I guess. But anyways, the remaining participants make rough plans to attack Matanza at once, but Chavo opts to kick everyone in the breadbasket and rolls dragging Azteca into the ring. Azteca tells Matanza to bring it on. No, don't do that, kid. A spinning choke slam later, and Azteca is eliminated. Chavito tries to make a deal with Dario and align himself with Matanza. So Chavo thinks that he has an alliance with Dario, and Matanza rolls into the ring. He's doing talking to Matanza what they're going to do. Dario Cueto looks up and goes like this, telling him to take care of Chavo Guerrero Jr. So he ends up eliminating Guerrero with a standing moonsault. I'm definitely going to play that because it's very impressive.
on the outside don't know what to do.
If Chavo can make an alliance here with this monster, that bodes very well for Chavo's chances here in Aztec Warfare. Or not. Wow! Where'd that come from?
Chavo Guerrero.
This monster has single...
So like I said, don't judge people by what they look like or the fact that you don't know who they are. The man did a standing shooting star press on Chavo Guerrero. A man that size should not be able to do that. It's down to Matanza, Puma, and Mysterio. So you got Prince Puma, the first ever Lucha Underground champion. You got the debuting Rey Mysterio, the living legend, the king of Lucha Libre, and the first time you're seeing the monster Matanza Cueto. Puma and Mysterio team up and rock Matanza, but they should have called him Mofongo. Google it, Mofongo. But you can't beat a monster that easily. Puma gets eliminated with a German suplex, and it's all up to Ray. Matanza catches a 619, but Ray hits another one and goes for the kill. Matanza catches Rey Mysterio coming off top rope, plants him, pinning him to become the new Lucha Underground heavyweight champion. So jam-packed with action, feuds, rivalries being built up, shocking moments. This match had everything. Lucha Underground has everything, pretty much every single episode. I'm going to play the ending here.
Yeah, taking his time, man. I would do the same thing.
Booyaka, booyaka.
Drums of war, thunder. Here we go.
The master of the 619. Rey
Based on what
Mysterio
we've seen,
Jr.
Rey is gonna have the
the
speed
king of Lucha
advantage, but
Libre
this monster is gonna have the power
versus the
advantage.
monster
Like a master
Matanza
at war,
Cueto.
just stalking, watching the movements, looking at his breathing patterns, maybe just feeling it out, waiting
How
for
great
the
does
crowd
Rey
to fill him with
Mysterio
some more
look?
adrenaline, because he needs it, brother. He's going up against a beast, a monster, Matanza Cueto. Yeah, not enough.
There's Rey's speed. Rey almost baited the monster in, but giant clothesline doubles over Rey Mysterio.
He's got like that mask so he can't bite you. Oh,
Rey Mysterio fighting back.
chopping down the tree. Chopping down the tree.
A noble spirit embiggens even the smallest man. Rey Mysterio slides through, uses his speed. Kick has this monster rocked. If anyone can do it, it's Rey Mysterio. Ooh! There it is! Rey! 619 and the monster caught him!
He blocked it.
Rey slips out from behind!
Oh!
Here we go! Here we go! Dial it up! Booyaka, booyaka, 619! And there's only one thing left! Rey Mysterio is about to become Lucha Underground champion! What? Absolute shock and awe. Dario Cueto has a brother who has come here to the temple and has laid waste to a Lucha Libre hero. And now this is a day that will live in infamy, as that monster is now the new Lucha Underground champion.
Here is the new Lucha Underground champion, my brother, the monster Matanza Cueto.
Very long name to remember. Can we just call him Matanza or the monster Matanza? Something. Mofongo.
Cueto is the Lucha Underground champion. For Vampiro, I'm Matt Stryker. Good night, everybody.
So that's how Lucha Underground Season 2, Episode 9, Aztec Warfare 2 ends with a new Lucha Underground champion. The debuting brother of Dario Cueto, who also made his return, the monster, Matanza Cueto. It's going to be very interesting to what they do as far as his character and the feuds. I would think you would have him feud with like Rey Mysterio, since he eliminated him last, but I don't know what they're going to do, but whatever it's going to be, it's going to be amazing, like always. Have no idea what they're doing next week on episode 10. This episode, 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, completely amazing, better than anything else you'll watch anywhere. WWE, NXT, ROH, TNA, all of them don't hold a candle to Lucha Underground. Shout out to the host of MJ Smith 23, MJ Smith 23, no co-host tonight. Shout out to the mods, Amanda Carmen, Patel Studios. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to MJS Movement, the YouTube social media revolution that's changing wrestling. I am the MJ of Wrestling. You can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google+, blab.im. It's either MJ Smith or the MJ Smith 23. I don't know what else to go over. It was amazing. And we got to see Famous B. Famous B's character looks better than ever. He actually has a strong character to build off of. Hopefully we'll see him in the ring soon. See some more segments with him. Another addition to Lucha Underground's roster in the temple. It looked amazing. If you didn't see him, dressed in an all-white suit with gold tie and pocket square, handing out solid gold business cards, which I've already shown. But I might show it again because I really want one. So NXT time. Yeah, I still got to set that up. If you're watching, which I know at least 2 people are, stay tuned for the NXT review live next. It's going to be like a 5 or 10 minute break because I got to set everything up. Because actually, my streams are actually quality, and I actually like to change it up and not just throw a bunch of webcams of jabronis from Indiana on here. But anyways, Lucha Underground was amazing. I might close it up with the final thoughts from courtesy of Cage Side Seats. What we learned. Well, as much people love to see Dario back, having Matanza blow through everyone and pin Rey Mysterio and Prince Puma with ease is a great way to get him serious heel heat right away off the bat. Indeed, the crowd reaction was almost of Undertaker guy proportions. But people were shocked Rey would get defeated like that in his debut by this monster, no less. I agree 100%. You just built this man way up, having run through everybody that was left, defeating a debuting Rey Mysterio, the living legend, King of Lucha Libre. So this guy is built up as the best heel, the top guy, Lucha Underground, taking Mil Muertes' place, which you needed someone to take his place other than Phoenix. Katrina running a foul of Pentagon Jr. or vice versa served as her undoing, as it led to Muertes blowing his best shot at the title. With Katrina's army already depleted, it sure looks like she's lost control of the temple for good. We'll have to see where the Katrina-Dario power struggles go next week, and if we get any answers, supernatural or otherwise, to that storyline. You got the debuting Mysterio and Azteca were poised to make an impact, and one could argue their mere presence has done so. But they ran into Matanza just like everyone else. Famous B, my nigga. 423 get famous with Famous B. Finally arrived in the temple. He's already been in the temple, but he re-debuts. But not as part of in-ring action, which is quite surprising to those of us who have anxiously been awaiting his debut. Shout out to Famous B. The Cage Mundo Taya business is really heating up and almost surely heading to a violent end. Ditto Marty and Mac. So you got Cage versus Johnny Mundo and Taya, and you got Marty the Moth versus the Mac. Not to mention Matty Pulsa versus Sexy Star that we didn't see anything of last night on episode 9. You got a bunch of rivalries and feuds to look forward to. You got PJ Black, Jack Evans still have serious beef with Drago and Aerostar. I happen to know some things about, or happen to know some things without spoiling anything, trust me, you're really going to like where this is going. Really, really. So apparently this guy, breaking news right here on MJ Smith 23. Like the best Royal Rumbles, Aztec Warfare 2 really helped advance a lot of storylines. It did more than that. It did more than Royal Rumble ever does. Storylines, feuds, rivalries really get built up and made in Aztec Warfare. But the most important one is Matanza is here, and he is a true monster. It's unclear how anyone else might have a hope in hell of defeating this guy, but it will be a lot of fun to see what happens next week as the entire temple deals with this fallout. So yeah, it's a good way to close it up. So next week, if I don't have a co-star or a co-host, whatever you want to call it, we'll probably do the same thing. I might even show more clips of the show to get more eyes on the product and Lucha Underground. Shout out to everybody in Lucha Underground that's given us a hell of a performance every single week. Shout out to everybody from Lucha Underground that follows me on Twitter and Instagram and, takes time out of their busy lives to pay attention to their fans. I've been MJ Smith 23, the MJ of Wrestling. This has been your official live Lucha Underground Season 2, Episode 9, Aztec Warfare 2 review. No co-host. Did it by myself. So yeah, stay tuned. If you're interested in NXT, what is it? I think it's 326 or 236, whatever. 326. That's what I'm going with. That review's coming up next, so stick around. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. MJ out. Lucha Underground champion, the monster, Matanza, Fuego.